Plant. Plant just told me a joke. He asked me, why do you think flowers make the best friends? Because they start as buds. Well, I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to do this video. This isn't a TGIF video. This isn't actually a video telling you that we're going to be doing things a little bit different coming pretty soon. Now, we're hoping to be opening at the end of May to be having our regular services. But because we still have the presence of the virus out in our community, we want to be making wise decisions about when we open our children's ministries and all of our kids' rooms. So we're not rushing into having children's ministry again because you kids want to have crazy fun together. And if we space you all out and make you sit way apart and we don't do things in a wild, crazy way, it's going to be kind of sad. So what we're going to do is I am working on some big things that we can do to make CP Kids even more fun and even more usable for you and your family. So let me tell you about 5 things we're doing different. Number 1, we are going to be handing out something called the monthly survival guide. This will tell you what story we're learning about each week in CP Kids so that you can watch the video or you can even read the story with your parents in case you need a break from screen time. I know you guys have been doing homework. You got so much stuff going on with videos that sometimes you need to Sabbath. You need to rest with Jesus. And so you can watch the video where I tell the story, or you can use the weekly survival guide for CP Kids to know what the story is and study it with your family. And with that survival guide, every question we'll ask, all of the here questions will be right there in the guide each week for the whole month of June. Number 2, activity booklets. Now, we used to get these sheets that we would use for CP Kids that came through the Gospel Project, and I would make photocopies and all that jazz, and I decided, you know what, I think we should get everyone their own booklet. So I ordered a bunch of booklets, and you will be getting those along with your CP Kids monthly survival guide. So you'll have a booklet to use. It has puzzles, it has coloring pages, it has all kinds of activities for you to use alongside the lesson that we do for CP Kids. Number 3, this is something I'm super excited about. I don't want to do these stories by myself anymore. You know, it's summertime pretty soon, or at least warm spring here in Wisconsin, and I think that I could be doing a bunch of these videos in your backyards. So I am asking for family hosts to have me come over and make the video with you. Going to be teaching about the Sermon on the Mount. Who wants to host that and pretend to be Jesus climbing up a hill? We're going to be talking about Jesus teaching about possessions. Who wants to help us do that? There's so many great videos that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to ask your families to say, hey, we want to help with the video this week. Then I'm going to come with our tripod and a camera, and we're going to make the video at your house, which will be a lot of fun. So that's number 3. Number 4, we're going to have a booklet for each month this summer, because if we get to a point when we're able to have children's ministry again this summer, it'll be fantastic, and some of you will come. But at the same time, there's a lot of you that want to get back to church soon, and there's some of you that are being very cautious. And we're not here to make you feel that you have to make a choice either way. We are trying to proceed with wisdom. So if a person is able to come and we do end up having children's ministry, they'll be able to grow through CP Kids. And if they still aren't very comfortable and want to stay home, they'll be able to continue to do the survival guides throughout the whole summer along with us. They'll be able to watch the videos and we'll have a great time. And if you're able to finish the June, July, and August survival guide, we're going to have some huge prizes. We're going to have, I think we're going to have some gift cards to either Culver's or Chick-fil-A. So that's a lot of fun. And in those survival guides, there will be the memory verses, some memory verses for you to work on with your parents for them to sign. Number 5, the here questions always involve highlighting something from the story explaining something about either that highlight or something big that's happening in the story, applying what Jesus is teaching to our lives, and then finally responding. And responding is usually very hard to do because we want to make it something practical, but it's hard to tell you, hey, do this, that, or the other thing when I'm not there with you. Well, we're going to make it easy. And for the first week, when you get your survival guide and puzzle pack, you're also going to get some postcards to use for the very first respond activity. What will we do with those postcards? I haven't decided yet, but each respond activity is always going to be something practical, something that you do with your hands, and something that will be super fun. It'll be something that's used to encourage other people and for us to express our faith in a big way. So those are the 5 things. We're having a monthly survival guide. We're having activity booklets. We're having families host me, having me come over to help with the CP Kids videos. We're having prizes for finishing these guides, these booklets. And last but not least, we are having huge fun respond activities that you're going to do at your house. So CP Kids has a lot of great stuff coming out. But what about the CP Tots? You know, we've got the 2s and 3s and the 4s and 5s. I wonder what they're going to be doing. Well, lucky for you, I happen to know Miss Hannah. In fact, I live with her, and she's my wife. She's the mother to my children. So I've got a pretty inside scoop on what we're going to be doing with the CP Tots, the 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s. And that is, we are going to be continuing to use the Big Picture Story Bible. It's one of the books that we had been using for story time that me and Sadie had been reading. And we thought this was a great book for the young kids to gather around to be learning about Jesus together. The reason we chose the Big Picture Story Bible is because the author of it, his name is David Helm, he structures the story so there's questions for the kids to discuss. So as we read the story, stop, question. And we're going to encourage you to read those stories to your kids, or just have your kids follow along as me and Sadie read it, or Hannah and Sadie read it, and to take time to stop and talk about the questions with you. So that way you'll be encouraged to disciple your children. And then on top of that, Miss Hannah is working on some other little things. There might be some extra highlighted questions. There might be some memory verses. I'm not quite clear on that because she's been pretty busy with the baby and with Sadie. And so we're trying to make sure we get everything clear and set for the 31st. So that's what I wanted to tell you this week. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you've got jokester flowers at your house like I do. And I hope that you're blessed. I miss you so much, and I can't wait till we can safely encourage and bless one another again. And so what our pathway is now is to help you families grow together and disciple your children in the Lord, so that way we are growing in Christ as a family, as a big church family, as we shepherd each of our families. Check out the resources we have connected. Be ready, because I am working to get all the resources for the CP Kids together, so that way we can work on this together and get excited about what God's going to do in blessing your family as you study and as you treasure God's word together. I hope you're having a great week, and God bless.